Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at ktalnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces. This is your Tuesday morning forecast updates. A big weather update today. We have a lot going on. Only some heat warnings likely today as well as tomorrow, but we have found some heat relief in the forecast as we get closer to the weekend, and kind of an interesting turn of events with Hurricane Beryl, which is still very much in play for the Gulf of Mexico and maybe pulling some rain in close to the Arctic early next week. So I'll get to that in just a moment. Short-term concern would be the heat today, as we do have an excessive heat warning in effect for most of the Arctic. You get that when the heat index, or true feel to the temperatures, is expected to be above 110 degrees. Who knows how the rest of the summer plays out, but this may be one of the hottest days that we have of the entire summer season. Your temperatures this morning, mid to upper 70s, but a lot of sun out there today. We don't have as much rain in the forecast. We've had a few days of scattered showers, but things really drying up on us today, and that will send our highs close to 100 this afternoon. Here's a look at the heat index in Shreveport. So by about 2 p.m. it will feel like it's 110 degrees and likely stay at or above that 110 mark through sunset this evening. And a look at some of the other numbers as far as the heat index here across the region. We're showing some of the numbers even above 112 this afternoon. And again, just not a lot of fun out there, so make sure you get your outdoor things done early this morning and just kind of enjoy the air conditioning. And if you have to be out there, drink plenty of water and take a lot of breaks in the air conditioning as well. So the front that stirred up the rain the past few days, that continues to move away from us. This area of low pressure here will trigger some rain down on the coastline, but we just don't really have a trigger for any showers and storms today. And you can see that dome of high pressure is really kind of centering itself over us, so that's going to keep us dry through the 4th of July here. And the ridge will begin to break down late this week and into the weekend, so I'm expecting by Friday we will have some scattered storms back in the forecast. Can't rule out maybe just a 10% chance of a pop-up shower today, but our next decent chance of rain coming in on Friday, and that chance of rain will continue for us over the weekend. And notice this high kind of moves over towards Georgia and Florida. That will open up the door for this system that moves into the Gulf of Mexico to maybe approach us early next week. There's still a lot of uncertainty with this, but the latest advisory here on Hurricane Beryl, one of the strongest hurricanes that we have ever seen this time of the year. It's a Category 5, maximum winds up to 165 miles per hour. Now, Beryl is going to keep its strength for at least a few more days, but it may weaken somewhat over the weekend as it passes over the Yucatan here, but it is going to reemerge in the Gulf of Mexico late weekend, early next week. And now looking like we could see this get drawn up maybe more towards the Texas coastline. So again, no scenario. Nobody knows where this thing is going just yet, but my concern is that this high moves out of the way. It could open the door again for this storm to make its way up towards Texas and Louisiana. I actually do have some rain coming in early next week. Most of the rain Friday through Sunday will be associated with that front, which will give us some heat relief, kind of cooling our temperatures back to normal in the low 90s. And it will just be nice to have some of the rain around to cool us off over the weekend as well. But again, some of those tropical rains will be possible early next week, maybe keeping our highs in the low to mid 90s for several days early next week as well.